Father's Day is coming up this Sunday, and while many people think to give their dad a tangible gift, there's some other things you can do that will show dad all the love. Troy Sutton has more in today's Financial Friday.
Father's Day is around the corner. Most dads simply want their kids to be responsible, successful, and prosperous. Nothing big, right? As a retired military officer, my father has expressed to each of his sons, 8 of us, the importance of the Sutton name. Sutton is a name of honor, so keep it that way. My father turned 80 this week and is certain he'll make it another 20 years. And as a financial planner, I reflected on that possibility in light of my parents' finances, their health, their spending habits, and the inevitable costs of rising health care. So what's to be done to efficiently and effectively preserve wealth for the surviving spouse? Where and what kind of care is desired for wonderful parents in the future? And how much can I provide financially and or physically to their care? The phrase nursing home brings to mind often empty wheelchairs, stinky corridors, and overworked staff. And fortunately, that is the exception, not the rule. But the concern is valid. So for your father, on this upcoming celebration of his role in your life, think about starting the conversation about what his wishes are as he ages. What does he want? Where would he wish to stay if he loses his memory or his health? The best way to predict the future is to create it. Now, there are basic activities of daily living that we should consider as we age, and how to address them if they become too difficult to manage for our parents or eventually our future selves. They are bathing, getting dressed, eating, toileting, oral hygiene, grooming, and walking. Many of us would prefer to take care of our parents at home, but what if your parent can no longer dress themselves? Can you do that for them? How about if they no longer have the coordination to brush and floss their teeth or take care of their dentures? Will you do that for them? What about eating? Can they prepare their own meals and feed themselves? What if they can't? How about bathing or going to the bathroom? As kids, many of us are willing to take care of our parents, but how many parents want their kids bathing them or helping them use the toilet? These are important discussions to have and would be a gift to your parents to show that you care enough about their wishes for their future. Now let's briefly discuss levels of care. Home care can include services given by an unpaid caregiver like us kids, or a nurse or an aide or a therapist who comes to the home to assist. Home care is often assisted through community support services, which include adult daycare service centers, transportation services, or the blossoming home care agencies that provide services on a daily basis. Outside of the home programs include assisted living facilities, continuing care or retirement communities, memory care facilities, and of course, nursing homes. Each level is designed to provide a certain amount of assistance. Now, lastly, how will you go about funding future assistance for your parents or yourselves? Often, we self-fund. Whatever assets our parents have, or even some of what the kids have, goes to pay for needed assistance. If our parents are broke, and they have few assets, then Medicaid can assist in paying for long-term care or the like. Annuities, accelerated riders on life insurance, traditional long-term care insurance, or even asset-based long-term care insurance are also ways of paying for these kinds of expenses. What is right for you? I don't know. But what I do know is that the conversation and starting it and making a plan now could save you thousands of dollars and provide peace of mind if or when your parents need help. Find a qualified advisor or a specialized attorney in your area. Check out our website or even give us a call to discuss this idea further. Remember, do not resent growing older because many are denied that privilege. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
All right, thank you, Troy. Some good advice there. If you would like to contact them for more advice, you can do that. They're located at 2449 South Willis and Suite 106. You can call them at 437-0709 or go to SuttonFinancialGroup.com.